So you know how I said that in Haitian spirituality, we have a saying that says that everything has spirit, which in other words it means that everything has energy. So we have a tendency to refer to things that are lively or people who are lively as to someone or something that has spirit. Oftentimes, it means that, if you want to put it in scientific language, it means that the electrons, the atoms, everything that constitutes the human body at a cellular level, they are alive and working. They are aligned. They are in connection to the divine creator. So when you have spirit, in the language of religion, where it says, oh, you caught spirit, you are in that moment when you catch spirit, you are in communication with a higher power. So in Haitian spirituality, Olua, or a spirit, mounts you, so you have direct downloads. You can practice it through meditation. You can open up your third eye, your pineal gland, your crown chakra, so that you can receive downloads. And the pineapple ritual that I mentioned to you has this sort of element of opening your crown chakra, but it's even more than that. It's something that I experienced myself, and this is the reason why I put it together, because it was given to me by an elder in Haiti. I was carrying a lot of emotional weight, a lot of ancestral blockages through money, through relationships. Of course I had deeper work done, but this one helped me greatly, and this is why I want to share it. A lot of us women, after we break up from a relationship, we carry emotional weight, and as we move forward, oftentimes we don't know why. We're dragging. I've experienced that. And pineapple in its element is sweet, right? So it carries that energy of sweetness, of the crowning effect at it, because it carries a crown itself. So because in essence it's that way, spiritually speaking, people for centuries have been using it, especially I know in Afro-Caribbean cultures, to bring back that sweetness within yourself, right? And in the ritual that the package that I put together, I used sacred geometry to help open up the path for you. For instance, releasing trauma is, we use the sacred geometry, or the veve of Erzli-Dantor, the Black Madonna, the one that fights for her children. So you'll see she has a scar. There are images of her everywhere. You can look them up, and she carries that. She is that archetype, or a lot of people carry that archetype within themselves. They are the mother, the fighter figure, or if you want to put it into European context, it's Joan of Arc. She is the Virgin Mary, but the Virgin Mary is closely related to Erzli-Freda, who's more sweet, whereas Erzli-Dantor is hot blood. She's really like a fighter. And then, the other sacred geometry veve that I use is also Legba, the old road opener, allowing the sweetness to come, the wealth to come, the money to come, the love to come, the messages to come. And then last but not least, I used the siren, or la sirène in Haitian Creole. She is also the one that governs the ocean, the water, the ocean, not the waters, because then you have Oshun that also controls that. So she helps, as well as bringing not only that force, but also that calmness, and she goes deep, very deep. Nobody knows how deep the ocean is. So she is that. A lot of people carry that archetype, but we'll say some people who are Pisces, they carry that archetype. I'm a Pisces, and somebody who I love very much on YouTube or on social media is Shira 7. She is a siren archetype because she's a Pisces, but she's also Erzli-Freda because she's very seductive. Or Oshun, she doesn't have to do anything to get what she wants. She attracts. She doesn't have to chase. She has that sort of energy about her, that spirit about her, right? So these spirits, they are there through, you can open up communication with them through the sacred geometry that I share within that ritual. And there's more inside of the ritual that I'm not sharing on here, because it's meant for those that are ready, that are prepared for it. I don't have to go and sell anything. It's not just a download. It's really a reset, a crowning, and taking your throne sort of like a ritual. But these are things that have been passed down to me. You know, I sat with elders in Haiti, and this elder man that I have mentioned here before that I work with, he's the one who taught me this ritual, you know, and there's secrets in there that help literally quantum jump, you know, into the timeline that you really desire. But you have to understand, it's not something that just happens. It's not a miracle thing. You have to be really in alignment. You have to meditate. You can pray if you want to. For instance, I included Psalms in there, and one thing that people don't know, Psalms, they have a divine name. So when you are reading a Psalm, if you're just reading it just for reading it, it's not activated. You know, the Hebrews or Kabbalah knows this. They have the names of the Psalm, and they tell you how to open up the 4 quarters as you're reading the Psalms, because they have their divine names, you know, like El or Yah, for instance. You know, those are the names that you would find in you know, different Psalms. So you have to know these things. You know, you have to know that whatever you're doing, you got to activate the ritual. You have to activate you know, whatever endeavor you're about to go on. You know, you have to also know what your genie, you know, what month were you born in, what day, and that corresponds to your planet, and then use that to help you, to align you, because all of these things are available for us. God didn't just create them just because he was bored. He created them so that we can learn and we can use them to get closer to him, to remember who we are. So I don't care what anybody says, you know. The moment I learned these things, you know, I was like, I gotta get in alignment here, because my goal is to remember why I came here. Where did I come from? Okay, because a lot of us, we're not from here, technically speaking. We just happen to be here within this body, but there's so much more to us, right? If you dissect the human body to its cellular level, you realize that we are a bunch of, you know, tiny light particles that are just interacting with each other that forms this mass. You know, like I said, I think I might have mentioned this in the last video, Einstein, you know, who came up with his theory of relativity. If you really think about it, he talks about, you know, matter and energy, right? These 2 elements. So we are energy in matter, okay? So technically speaking, whatever you think is, a thought is energy, and it transforms into matter. So it's the same thing. Whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you do, it transforms. It has the possibility, or it has the capacity to turn into matter. We are creators, you know, that here on the 3D plane. But then we are more than that. We ascend to like other dimensions. So we have to know how to get to these other dimensions, because this is where we came from. All you need to do is to try to remember and get there and get things in divine order. I've said this before. The divine order that we're talking about is like, it could be disrupted. It is often disrupted by other people. People sending you the evil eye, people sending you bad energy, people just wishing bad on you. There might not be like a spell, like an attack in that sense, right? Like there are people putting their hands like that, but it certainly is an energy that can transform into matter. So, and it can affect you. I'll give you an example of celebrities that have gone to Haiti. You can research if you want. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they've gone to Haiti to find protection. Rihanna didn't have to go to Haiti, but I know her spiritual team, I have people that have, you know, Haitian spirituality, knowledge of Haitian spirituality, just to be able to put, you know, like protection on her. So to keep evil eye, jealous eyes away from her. Because when you are in such a high position, if you are not protected in that sense, you know, the energy that you are getting from people when you are a celebrity, it can completely damage you. You know, that's why you have celebrities that go into drugs, because they don't know how to maintain that energy that is coming to them, that download that's coming to them. You have to know how to transmute it. You have to know how to hold it when you are that vessel. And this is why there's disruption. This is why there's disease. It's just, you know, it's as a result of those things. So I know I've said a lot of things in this video, but I want you to understand why it's important for you to learn certain rituals. They will change and transform your life. They will open up your crown chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your root chakra. They're meant to help stabilize you, help you bring alignment within your body, and so that you can avoid certain attacks, whether it's disease, other people's energies and stuff like that. You learn these things, right? With other celebrities that I can talk about, the man who founded Scientology, I had to go back to this so that I don't miss anything here about me sharing this. He went to Haiti for knowledge. You may not agree with Scientology, okay? He went to Haiti for knowledge. So you might sit here and think that this girl is babbling, is like talking shit about Haiti. Haiti is not this, Haiti is not that, because the media is trying to build a perception for you. You don't know. Haitians themselves have forgotten who they are. They used to be very powerful. Some of them still are, but they've forgotten. So why would a man, before he founded Scientology, go to Haiti? Why? What was there for him? What did he need? Protection. So many celebrities. There is a time where Kim Kardashian went to Haiti, and all of us Haitians who know, we were like, she's here because she's here for protection work, and she got, she masked it under, charity or whatnot. But the Haitians, Haitians who knew she didn't go over there like that, because she was about to ascend into a higher level of celebrity or stardom. So she needed the kind of protection that people would not disturb her divine order. So we are meant to be successful. You're meant to be successful in everything that your heart desires. But unfortunately, we are put, the masses, they've put under a spell of, distraction, of trauma, of debt, of, a never-ending loop, a vicious circle of, trauma, of disease, of, debt, and all these things, right? So we think that, I'm just not lucky. No, it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be that way. You gotta understand that. And you will be able to manifest what you want, because you are that powerful. This is our second nature. Manifestors, creators. If you are not creating, you are consuming. And if you are consuming, then you are in the matrix. The matrix got you under the grid. So you have to get away from that. I know that I've said that I want to talk about, Haitian spirituality and the cosmic technology that resides inside of it. I have to make a video about this. Today I've been working very hard, making my products, candles, diffusers. Look at this. So I have a fair tomorrow in Brooklyn, and I've been working on that, and also thinking about, coming back on here and talking more about this ritual for people that are hesitant about it. If you want to do ancestral liberation work as well, book a session with me. We'll go over the blockages, where you need work. Where is your ancestral land, on your mother's side, on your father's side? And then if you do know, then based on that, there will be a ritual done to start the liberation from there. So this man in Haiti is the kind of person that honestly I want to hang on to. He is a book of knowledge, full of wisdom. He's there to liberate his children. He always says this, the children of God. He doesn't do anything to harm anyone. And this is the first thing he tells you. I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm here to liberate. So take the opportunity while he's still alive, because there's going to be a time where I might not trust anybody else that's doing clean work because people out there, they're doing it for money. That's why you'll see they have skulls, they have all kinds of craziness, you know, in the background, trying to show you that they're about something. But it's not like that, not at all, because I've gone to see him. And he's just a simple man. He has his farm. He goes on his farm and he farms the land, and he comes back and he sits with you. He reads for you if he has to. And if he sees any blockages, he says, this is what we could do. And this is what you need. Like I said, I'm going to put a testimony of a client here that's just telling me that she hasn't felt better in her life ever since she was 10 years old. She's like, what, 40, in her 40s? And her entire family benefited from this liberation because she did the work for everybody in her family. I mean, her mom and her kids. So she's like, I feel lighter every day, and this is what it's supposed to be. I don't want to go any longer. I hope this video resonates with you. Like I said, go to my stand store, book a session with me if you want to talk with me, or get the pineapple crown reset ritual. There's so much more in there, and again, I will be a guide for you. I'm just not selling you something and then you don't know what to do with it. I promise you. And if it doesn't work for you, I will give you your money back. It's not about that. It's about sacred work, and I have to charge for it because this man, he's also getting a percentage because it's his work, it's his knowledge that went into it. And I'm not going to keep it for myself because obviously I've been in contact with him for more than 4 years, and you know, and I always send him money whenever people are doing work. Obviously the money goes to him. I'm not trying to keep anything. So I just want you to know that. Take advantage of that. Take the opportunity. If you, wherever you're from, spirituality is meant for everyone. If you are white, you've meditated, listen, that's probably not necessarily your spirituality, but you benefited from it. You know, if you're white and you've looked into Hinduism and you're chanting Om, has nothing to do with you, but you benefited from it. I've benefited from it. Just last night, I had a dream. 3 people were chanting Om to me. And I woke up in the middle of the night, I was playing the Om man chant, because it's powerful, it's healing, it's a healing sound of the universe. So you see, all spirituality is meant for all of us. It's just some of them have deeper secrets or more knowledge than others. Some of them have not revealed everything yet, you know, things like that. You know, you find here and there. You can use any one of them that you know aligned with your soul. And I just wanted to share that with you. God bless you, and let's continue to prosper together. Take care.